Hey everyone, Quinella here from naturalnella.com, and I basically help moms, women and moms, start an online business. And I just wanted to hop on here real quick and share some tips with you guys because I know a lot of people are afraid of sales. And sometimes I guess when we think of sales, we maybe think of, elderly guy at a car, at a junk car lot, and he's just trying to sell you something, and it's like we usually kind of tend to cringe when we hear salesmen or sales. So I just really wanted to help you guys, give you some tips on some ways to kind of generate some sales in your business so your business can grow and so you can profit off of it. Okay. And so basically sales is just having a solution to your customer's problem. Okay. Once you give them your product, your offer, or whatever you have that you're selling to them, that is going to basically, it's going to help fix their problem. Okay. So you need to make sure that also that when you are selling to someone, that your product, service, or offer is for this person. Okay. So it's like if you are trying to sell Omaha steaks to a vegetarian, you're not going to convert sales, because if you're trying to sell something to someone that they don't need it, you're not going to get a sale. Okay. So you just have to make sure that the person or the avatar that you have that you're selling it to, it is going to be congruent to your products or your service. Okay. Muy importante. Okay. Very important. And so also make sure you ask the right questions. Okay. If you're asking the right questions, you're going to be able to get the right feedback to see if this person is for you or your product or service. So that's one thing that you need to make sure you do. Okay. And so with that being said, you need to make sure you know your avatar, know the person that you are going to sell to. If you have maybe a shampoo or a hair conditioner or something in that field, you're not going to sell it to someone who shaves their hair bald. You need to make sure that your product or services is congruent to what they need. Okay. For example, if you have skis, you can't sell it to someone who bungee jumps. It's not going to work. They're not going to buy it. If you have like a really nice mastery notebook, you're not going to be able to sell that to someone who preferably likes technology, who likes tablets and such like that. If your service or your product isn't for them, they're not going to buy. Okay, so you need to make sure you understand your avatar, who you're selling it to, and know their issues so that if your product or service is for them. Okay, so it's important to know their struggles, their problems, the things that they're dealing with, that so you can make sure that your stuff is for them. Also, another thing that you want to make sure you do is find out what their problem is costing them. So, for example, if you're a contractor and you're trying to sell, you're a contractor and you're trying to basically get maybe more people on your group to outsell to other people. If you are a contractor and you need more people on your payroll, you need to make sure that the people on your payroll are having, really good work ethics. Make sure they're cleaning up behind themselves. Make sure they're showing up on time and leaving on time, so there isn't any extra costs for you. So say, for example, if there's a beautician and she has a salon, sometimes the issues with them are that they need customers, or they need extra people inside of their studio or inside of their salon to cut booth costs. So if you have booth costs, one of the things that you can help them with is maybe getting people to the salon to help break down their booth rental, so their rent isn't so high. So if your thing was marketing, you want to be able to help them get extra salon stylists into their booth, so the rent goes down. Another thing that you can do to help build your sales is maybe trying to, well, one thing is first, is storytelling. You know, get them comfortable, have a story where it's relatable to them. Sometimes, even if you're new and you don't have any sales experience, you can use someone on your team and use their story and tell them how they got sales, and kind of get it to where they can understand that is something that you can do. Make sure that it's a field that you are effective in, because if it's not a field that you're not effective in, you don't want to storytell. But you just want to make sure that you have results that you can show to them, saying, well, this is what I can do for you, and this is what this is what I can do for you, and this is the time frame that I can help you in. So just make sure that you're asking the right questions. Make sure that this person, whoever you're trying to sell to, fits your avatar, to make sure that they qualify for your offer, product, or service. The other thing is to make sure that you understand their needs. Make sure that you can meet their needs. I have food in the oven. Make sure you can meet their needs and storytell. Get them to understand where you're coming from. Make sure that you get them to understand that you are experienced in your field, and allow them to get comfortable with you and ask questions, and to make sure that you are being authentic. Okay, it's really important to be authentic and to show them that you care. You're not just trying to sell them. Okay. And so if you have any questions, just drop them in the description, and I'll send you a message. If you got any value, just type value in it. If you're watching the replay, put #replay so I can come back to it and just shout you out and thank you for watching. And if you have any other questions, just come to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Quinella.Johnson. And I'll see you on the inside.